Welcome back to AM Northwest. Wouldn't it be nice if life came with an owner's manual? Well, now it does. Here with simple answers to life's essential questions, we welcome the author of the forthcoming book, Come Home to Yourself. We welcome renowned spiritual leader, Sadhvi Bhagawati Saraswati. Good to have you with us.
Wonderful to be here.
So why write this book? What was the inspiration for Come Home to Yourself?
I've lived in the Himalayas in India for almost 30 years. And every time I come back to the US, I see the same pattern. People are stressed, they're tense, they're lonely, and they keep asking the same questions. How can I finally be happy? What's the purpose of my life? How can I get unstuck? When I first went to India, quite reluctantly, by the way, in 1996 as a Stanford grad, a PhD student, but what I found there healed years and years of pain that I had been experiencing due to childhood abuse, healed years of pain of suffering from bulimia. And the transformation and the healing was so powerful. And now I share these teachings with people every night in Rishikesh on the banks of the Ganga River where I live. And everyone else's transformation through these teachings has been so powerful that so many people have asked me to please put this into a book so that we can actually share it with more and more people around the world.
Yeah.
I remember one guy raised his hand one night and said, I have 2 million followers on Instagram, and yet I feel like I'm dying inside.
Wow.
How is that possible?
Yeah.
So yeah, I wrote the book for him and for all of us who are searching for answers.
Well, let me ask you this, searching for the answer to how do we deal with challenges, because we're faced with challenges every day, especially at this right now. There's so many political challenges and economic challenges. How do we handle day-to-day challenges right now? What would be your suggestion?
Yeah, great question. Challenges are part of the package deal of life. They're hard and we all have to go through them. Here are two of my favorite ways of addressing challenges. First, zoom out. When you are too close to a painting, even a gorgeous, amazing painting, nonetheless, if you're too close to it, all you see are blobs and they are confusing and they're not beautiful at all. But if you step back, suddenly it's a masterpiece. Life is the same. When we're very close up, it can feel very confusing. But when we can get some perspective, step back, and you'll see how to get through. The other one of my favorite ways is rewriting the story. Ask yourself, is there a different way that I could be thinking about this? For example, let's say you're driving down the road and somebody cuts you off in traffic. So one story is, he's an idiot and he almost killed me.
Yes, that's the story. That's the story.
It's a terrifying story,
Yeah.
and blood pressure skyrockets,
Yeah.
and you stew about it all day. A different story is he's rushing to the hospital to see his son before his son dies. Now, suddenly your heart is full of compassion. Same situation, different story, different experience. So we have the ability to choose stories that bring us peace or stories that create pieces. We can't control what happens in the outside world, but we can absolutely control how we interpret that inside, the story we tell, and then, of course, how we respond to it. And that's what defines our experience.
We often hear that it's a good idea to go out in nature, and I'm assuming that's what you do as well.
I love being in nature. I take so many lessons from nature. And nature literally grounds you and earths you, like electrical appliances, especially in places like India. If you don't have earthing and grounding, you get shocked, literally. Our bodies are the same. We are energetic beings. And so when you feel frazzled, even if it feels like it's in your mind and emotions, those are all part of chemical and electrical experiences in our bodies and in our brains. And to literally re-ground bare feet in the dirt, in the soil, in the water, bare hands, hugging trees,
Yeah.
forest bathing, it immediately regrounds and re-earths you, and the entire frequency at which you are buzzing
Comes down.
automatically comes down.
Absolutely. We want to tell everyone the book again is titled Come Home to Yourself. Sadhvi Bhagawati Saraswati, thank you so much. Great to talk with you.
It's been so wonderful to be with you, and thank you so much. And if I can just quickly add also that every night these beautiful questions and answers take place online, and people are welcome to tune in and to ask more questions, whatever they may have.
All right, we'll put that on our website. Thank you so much.
Thank
We'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.